Tofu Tuesdays. I am so happy to be here in the new kitchen. Happy spring. For those of you celebrating Holy Week, happy Holy Week. And we have a wonderful dish today. I'm going to have to get up on the countertop though somehow, because notice how much taller this island is. It's about 2 inches taller to accommodate Patrick, 6'3", so he doesn't have to bend over so much. So now I got to show you how I'm going to get up on this island. I'm going to come over here to the side. Check this out. We got a brand new step stool that disappears into the island, and I'm hopping up here on top. And once I'm with that step stool after cooking, I'll be able to put it right back in the island so it's not in anyone's way. Okay, so we have today some of my favorite food, chicken adobo drumsticks. Some of you are familiar with Filipino food because it's delicious. And we're going to also cook some fried rice with egg. I'm really excited because that's a great dish. Whenever you have any leftovers, you can just put it all together for breakfast the next morning in fried rice. So we're going to go through that. One of the things that I'm going to do is obviously incorporate crock pot, Instapot, I should say. I was just talking to my cousin the other day, and he was like, are you going to do an Instapot dishes? Well, we are going to do that today because it's nice, it's fast, it's convenient. And for many of us who are busy, it's easy to just put the food in there and come back a couple hours later and it's nice and ready, especially with Instapot. Okay, so let's start with the chicken adobo drumsticks. We're going to have some chicken. We're going to have onions. You'll see all of that listed anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. Add the chicken, onion, garlic, vinegar, soy sauce, brown sugar, and prep. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. Oh, I'm sorry about the peppercorns into the Instapot. So we have the chicken already. Let's go ahead and cut up the onion. Now, I hear one of the tricks, I don't know how accurate this is.
Why don't you create some space and just dump the chicken in right now?
Oh, yeah, let's eliminate some of the lack of space. Let's go ahead and dump this chicken here into the Instapot. That's a good idea. Thanks, Pat. So here we go.
Lift straight up.
Oh, straight up. Oh, well, hello. I can probably, let's go ahead. Now it's stuck. Okay, well, and now it's talking to me, making this noise, but there we go. Thank you. Thanks, Pat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create more space here. We're going to put the chicken into the Instapot. Let me know any of your favorite Instapot dishes because I'm a big fan of Instapot. And let me go ahead and get the chopping board. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Pat. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and get the chopping board out. There's a nice little drawer right here on the underside of the island. And I open that up, grab my chopping board. Here we go. Set that down. And my favorite knife. You've all seen this before in some of the previous episodes. I just really like how I can grip this knife. It makes it easier. So, cutting up onions. This will be a first for me. I hope I don't start crying here while filming, but I'm going to do my best. First, we'll start off with cutting off the little stem here. And I'll start with that. Let me see. Am I angled in a way that you all can see this? Okay, great. Patrick says yes. So let me know in the comments any ideas or any suggestions. I'm always reading those. So let's chop this off. Get that out of the way. Okay. Chopping is a little more challenging for me. One of my other friends, Born Without Arms, I noticed he posted on Facebook that he uses one of those ulu knives, which are from Alaska. And they're great because the way you grip them makes it easier. So I'm going to have to get myself one of those ulu knives. Thanks, George Dennehy, for that idea. George is a guitarist. He plays with his feet and is an amazing guitarist. I've stopped by at his house a couple times to visit his family, his beautiful family. And anyway, George is a speaker as well. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now that I have that flat, what I'm going to do is probably just cut this in half like this. Oh, wow. It's a very strong smell. Oh, well, that helps if I just saw it. Because it is tough. This isn't the sharpest knife in the world, but here we go. Making some progress. Come on. How do y'all like my nail polish? I chose that color for spring, and it's my favorite color anyway. So blues are wonderful. They're very calming. Okay, this is not going to be the most symmetrical, but at least I'll do my best. That's all you can do is do your best. Okay, here, I'm gonna cut that in half. Woo, that's starting to hit me. Let's hope that I don't start crying here. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue to chop this. Chopping could be more efficient, could be faster with, I'm sure, ideas from all of you. So let me know what you think would be an easier way to chop up onions and everything. Okay, well, what would we do without the onions and garlic? It makes everything taste better. I remember this particular dish, chicken adobo, just being almost like the normal dish in our house that we would always have because, of course, it's Filipino and I'm Filipino. And one of the things that I remember those, when my mom was alive, she taught Patrick how to cook adobo. That was the one thing she did, teach him how to cook. And ever since then, he's loved it. It's his favorite Filipino dish. Let me know how much you love adobo in the comments. Okay, that started to hit me. But yeah, there's got to be a sharper knife or some method that's a little better than what I'm doing right now. So let me know. For all of the chefs out there, all the cooks out there who love to cook, chopping is a must. So let me know what is the easiest technique or something that would be helpful for me, because I do have shorter toes and that means less leverage, or I should say more leverage, but less ability to do some things, but just takes me a little bit longer to do some things. But I've had to learn patience. I'm not the best at patience, even though I've had to learn some. Okay, I think that's good enough. What do you think, Pat? Do you think that looks good? Or are we gonna keep chopping? Keep chopping?
Just slices.
Just slices, okay.
They can be nice and thick.
Oh,
don't have to
thank goodness,
thick.
because whew, this is not coming out as nice as I've seen on television. But, you know, we're all beginners. My New Year's resolution back in January was to learn how to do more cooking. And again, since we're live, feel free to engage. I love the hearts coming in from Joey, Velez, anyone else if you want to put in comments. Okay, that's starting to affect me. So I think that's close enough. It's not as beautiful, but we'll go ahead and put this in there. So just chop this all up, but we need the whole onion. So let me get this other side here. Okay, move that over. Any tricks to avoid crying when you cut the onions up? I heard something about putting the onion under water and cutting it. But any ideas from all of you on how to avoid that? Whew. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, this is gonna be the thickest piece of all, but it works. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step. And that will be to prepare the garlic, vinegar, soy sauce, brown sugar, peppercorns, and add that into the Instapot. So we have the onions ready. How many? 4 garlic cloves, but instead of the garlic cloves, we're going to squeeze some garlic. That makes it a lot easier. I think I showed you all how much easier it is to use a squeeze bottle between my toes. So the equivalent to that would be, I guess, the equivalent to 4 garlic cloves would be about how many spoons of this?
1 teaspoon per garlic clove.
So we're going to have to do then 4 teaspoons.
Just ballpark it.
Okay, we're going to estimate about 4 teaspoons.
Throw in the onions so you have a little more room.
Oh, yeah. Great. I'm glad I have you around here to help me with that. As you can all tell, Patrick is the cook in the family. And I'm the one who enjoys all this cooking. But this is a stretch for me to remind everyone, if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay, so I want you to scoop this up, put it in there.
Just don't throw the roots or the stem in.
Okay, the roots. Well, I didn't cut that out very well. So let me make sure the stem is put aside. But now I have to get the root. What?
Oh.
It's not the best chopping, is it?
I didn't notice from the other side. You keep the root on one end and you slice until you get close to the root. You don't slice through the root.
Oh, okay.
So
learning every day.
yeah.
Well, then I'll go ahead and
Something
leave that
new.
piece. Leave that piece aside there.
This.
Thank you. Throw this all in there into the
Speed this up just
Instapot.
a
Thank you
little
for the speeding up of things here. That looks good enough. Throw that to Instapot.
Yep.
Okay.
Just pick up the whole thing and dump it in.
Oh, let's just dump it in. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Lots of dumping in.
Oh, I know. Thank goodness for that, because I'd be here forever trying to take it up, picking it up piece by piece. So let's hope none of that ends up on the floor, because I know Chewy is around here somewhere, and onions and garlic is kind of toxic to dogs. I learned that one. Okay, so next is the garlic, the 4 teaspoons. So let me go ahead and pull this out here.
Teaspoons are in the drawer with the chopping boards.
Oh, yeah. I knew someone knew what was going on around here. Okay. Teaspoon. Come on. Oh, here we go. Oh, we made a lot of different, you'll see some of the changes around here. The drawers are a lot easier than the cabinets. So here we go. We got the teaspoon. And close that up.
Or just ballpark.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You can never have enough garlic anyway. So I remember not liking garlic as a kid. I would basically take it out of anything I ate that had garlic in it. I'd separate it on my plate and put it aside. But now I've learned how to like it because it makes everything taste good. And it's pretty healthy for you. So we'll go with 4 of these. I'm wondering if I should just put this into a mixing bowl around here somewhere. Oh, wow, that makes it so easy. Oh, gosh, that is so easy using that tube. Okay, I'll go ahead and put in this.
Throw it in the pot.
Oh.
Just throw it in the pot.
The real question, though, is it going to come off willingly? Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Now just take the squeeze bottle and squeeze about that much 3 times over.
Yeah, okay, let's do that here.
There you go.
Let's just save the process there and reach over, and there's a lot more space to this.
There you go.
That's good enough. Okay, so the garlic is in. Next is the 1/3 cup of rice vinegar. Okay, rice vinegar is the vinegar is what makes that strong taste in the adobo, and that's what we all love. So we have to have the vinegar here, seasoned rice vinegar, and we're gonna go ahead and scoop. Let's see here, 1/3 of a cup. So where's 1/3? 1/3. 1/3 cup. Okay. Thank goodness for the flat bottom little cups. Makes it easier for me. They could just sit upright, and then I could just pour this in here. Okay. There are some comments coming through. Woo, I hope it stays upright. Okay, this is a trick. Keeping that upright and at the same time pouring this so it doesn't spill. Okay, let's see. Here we go. 1/3 a cup of the rice vinegar. Okay. Okay, stay. Oh, yeah, once there's something in it, it makes it sits upright. Here we go. It's about balancing it and scooting my bottom over so I can reach over to the Instapot. Okay, here we go. Whew. Okay, how am I going to do this without spilling it?
You're using a dry scoop for liquids.
Yeah.
So you want to put that into the glass measuring device.
Oh, okay.
And it'll be easier.
Yeah, into this thing?
Yes.
Okay. But I mean, it's just, I can always just do that. It's not a problem. It's just balancing it. Next time I will put that into the liquid measuring cup instead of the dry measuring cup. You say you don't want that smelling up everything. Okay. There we go. Okay, next is 1/3 cup of soy sauce. Let's use the liquid measuring cup for that one. That's one thing I keep forgetting to do is putting lids back on when I'm finished. Okay, so that soy sauce that brings out the great adobo taste is behind the cooking olive oil. So here we go, soy sauce, the Kikkoman's soy sauce, and we're gonna go here with.
Sponsor?
No, they're not. Okay,
them and tell them to sponsor.
1/3 cup of soy sauce. Here we go. Okay, making sure. Here's the thing: when I'm coming from this angle, seeing that 1/3 line is a little harder for me, so I'm gonna have to hold it up to make sure I have the right amount of soy sauce in there. Here we go. Here we go. And that's close enough, at least from my view right here. I think, does that look about 1/3? a little bit more, maybe just, it's close enough. Okay, so that's the soy sauce. Let's throw that in there in the Instapot. And we'll go ahead and add that in. Okay, and next is 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. The tablespoon is in the drawer. Okay, let me go ahead and open that up. Maybe I should just leave that open. That might be a good idea. Okay, tablespoon. There we go. Here we go. Wait, this is a teaspoon too. So, well, this is close enough. Let's just use that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add that brown sugar in there. Where is the brown sugar? Oh, here's a trick with brown sugar that I recently learned. If you put a marshmallow into your container that you keep your brown sugar, it keeps it from clumping together. So it keeps it from clumping up. And that's a great little trick. I forgot who taught us that. Do you remember who taught us that, Pat? Oh, Pat taught me that? Okay. Well, anyway, there's a nice big marshmallow, the biggest marshmallow you can find out there, and it's keeping all the brown sugar from clumping up. Okay, so we are going to do 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, so here we go. Let's add that in. Okay, that is close enough. There we go. And I'll put that inside this Instapot. Next is, 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns ground, and then the 3 bay leaves. So we'll go ahead and find that right now. Peppercorns, where are you? Peppercorns. Oh, well, no, those are the bay leaves. Okay, bay leaves. Sorry, I need to clear off my table here a little bit. Could you mind taking the brown sugar away so I don't? Here we go. Thank you. Here's a lid for that. Okay, here we go.
Hot shaker and the thing in front of it.
This thing in front of it? Okay, got it. Yeah. So remember this? It was the automatic pepper grinder. Has a battery inside and it grinds it up nice and fresh for you. So let me go ahead and get some of that here. We have to have, teaspoon. Okay, let me see. There's some in here already, I think. Enough. Okay, there's enough in here. So I'll go ahead and pour that in. Oh, well, let me show you how this cool little thing works. My friend Anae just bought one of these, her version. So see here. There we go. A little longer than I thought. But it helps if I probably have it right, angled exactly right so that comes out. That was about a teaspoon. Close enough. Okay, that's close enough. And let me go ahead and put a little bit of that into the Instapot. And the last will be the bay leaves. There we go.
So you don't destroy the bay leaves, stir it up first, then throw in the bay leaves.
Stir it up. Stir this up
the
like
voice
this.
of experience with this recipe.
Okay,
Stir it up first. No, stir up the pot.
Oh, stir up the pot. Okay. Yep. So I need to get over there to the pot, make my way over there, and use my big stirring spoon here, spatula, and we'll mix that up. I'm going to ask Pat as my assistant to come over here to the side.
Well, you got to be able to do it. I'll help clear the counter.
Oh.
But that's cheating if I help you cook.
That's true. It's just the reach here. It's like, wow, I have to reach
move
through.
Your chopping board.
Oh, that would help. Yeah, that's true.
We expanded the counter.
I know. We expanded it, and now there's like more space to put things on, and now it's like Anyway, it is great to have so much more space so I'm not sliding off the edge. Okay. Mixing is very difficult when you have that many drumsticks in there. So I'm reaching to the bottom of the Instapot. One of the things I had to learn is obviously you need to have a wooden spoon because anything metal is going to scratch the Instapot. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Mixed in there. Okay, next will be, here comes Chewy. Okay, I have to be careful where I put the spoon because it is raw meat in there. Okay, bay leaves, the 3 bay leaves. So 3 of these are going to just be thrown in there. Okay.
Say hi, Chewy.
Chewy got a nice haircut. Okay, 3 of these. So I need to break them up, I take it, correct?
No.
Probably. No,
You
just
want to keep them whole.
just take 3 whole bay leaves out of here. Okay. Here we go. Here. Well, does that look? That's
good enough. Just
good
go
enough.
ahead.
1. Okay, this is gonna be processed. This is just too small of a bay leaf there.
We're 20 minutes in. We should be on to the.
Oh yes, we
fried
have
rice
another
dish.
dish here, that fried rice. While everything's cooking in the crock pot, okay, there's these little pieces here. That is equivalent to another.
There you go. Good
Okay,
enough.
let me add one more because it's always great, the flavoring from the bay leaves. Okay, one last little bay leaf. Okay, oh wait, okay. Into the Instapot, close up the bay leaves, and now we are going to move on. Steamed rice is for serving, but we're going to use the fried rice, which will be a part of the next dish. So let's go ahead and start this cooking. For how long? Prep 5 minutes, cook 30 minutes, 10 minutes of NPR, and serve 6. Okay, so 30 minutes.
Translation, put the lid on.
The lid is not around here, right?
Yes,
Oh, right here. Okay.
there you go.
Oh, I hope it didn't scratch the new little wok. Okay. I'm going to ask for assistance from Pat here.
Okay, so note to self, we need to build a custom handle.
Or have a smaller Instapot. Are they smaller than that?
This won't fit.
Okay, so sorry,
Oh, we
there's a
got
little bit of
onion.
onion in the lip of the Instapot there. Okay, so the next dish we'll move on to is the fried rice with egg. Again, this is a great dish if you have leftovers in the fridge. Many Filipinos know this trick. Just put it all together in your fried rice in the morning. Let me turn this on, and we're going to set that.
Pressure cook. I'll translate the recipe for you.
Yeah.
Pressure cook.
Pressure cook.
Hit start.
Start 40 minutes.
There you go. 15.
15
You're good.
minutes.
You're good. It's on.
It's on.
Let's go.
Okay, it's set. Okay, the fried rice with egg. Let me read. This is from a Filipino cookbook. Fried rice is a staple in all Asian countries where rice is eaten daily. It is the perfect way to use up cold leftover rice and other leftover ingredients. Okay, let's jump into it. Preparation time, 10 minutes. Cooking time, 15 minutes. 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, I think we can use
You
this.
only need 1 tablespoon to start.
Oh, only 1?
Can you see where the recipe starts? It's a little small text on that one.
It is small. I mean, okay. Oh, add 1 tablespoon of the oil to a skillet or wok over medium heat. So I learned to put the oil in before I turned it on. So we will go ahead and reuse this, I guess. That works. This tablespoon works. Okay. Oil. There it is. Here's a little trick.
Shift everything over to your right.
To my right.
Yes,
Shift
so you
everything.
Get to the wok better.
You're right. Let me make a little bit of a clearing here so that we can throw all this into
Helps
the
speed it up
sink.
a little bit.
Thank you. I'll put the lid back on to the pepper here. Someone put in some compliments.
Need a paper towel?
Thank you. We do need some paper towels because I spilt some of the soy sauce there. Anyway, we're making a mess, but it's all good. It's part of the process. Okay, thank you. I'll clean that off. Okay, that's clean enough. Now I'll scoot back over here and we'll add that oil.
Okay.
So I told you all about this induction top, a stove top. It's just easier so I can show you all of what I'm doing instead of using the gas stove top behind me.
It is an amazing new gas stove top.
I know, it's beautiful. It even has like this little, is that like a little griddle or something on it? So
Just
you can
ballpark 1 tablespoon.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be exact.
Okay, well, we won't use a spoon then. We'll just go ahead and ballpark this here. Go ahead, add that in there.
Yeah, whoa, whoa,
Ooh,
whoa.
that was a lot. That is a lot because that comes out pretty fast.
Okay, so
Okay.
skip the second part where it says put in more oil.
I know, exactly, because we've already put enough oil. Okay, I'm going to turn this on, power, select, and we're going to just start with 210 or 250. Let's start with 250. If it starts to burn, we'll bring it back down to 210. Let me put this top back on here. Okay, add the oil to a skillet or wok over medium heat and saute the garlic and onion until lightly brown. So let's heat
Go
this.
ahead and throw the onion in first
Okay.
and then squeeze in Go ahead, throw it in right now.
Okay.
Little secret. You don't have to wait for it to heat up.
Wait, I didn't cut the onions here, so
That's
just
okay.
use these whatever.
I chopped it for you ahead of time.
Oh, there it is.
Chopping is hard. We're still
Yeah,
working on that.
still trying to speed up my chopping time. So we'll go ahead and add this in here. Okay, Snapware is always easy to open up for me. So I recommend that.
I don't consider this cheating because you could go to the store and buy pre-chopped onions.
So that kind of step would make it easier on someone who's a little slower at cooking. So, but it's asking here for, the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, it's already smoking.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
Dump it in. Dump it. Whole thing. Dump it.
Yikes. Okay.
Add the garlic.
Add the garlic here.
Switch
How
it
much?
around.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I got the thing. Okay. A new spatula. That was so fast. This induction stovetop is like instantaneous. Okay. Garlic. Okay. Garlic. How much garlic is there?
Just give it a squeeze.
Okay. Yeah, I just got
fried
that.
rice.
I know. You never have enough again. Okay. Here we go. There's the garlic. It says here to just add this all together until lightly browned. Okay. Let me start stirring before it starts burning, but I gotta close the garlic first. Okay.
We can close it later.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's already light brown.
Okay, turn it down to 210.
Yeah, let's bring it down a little here.
There you go.
Oh, it smells great. It smells awesome in here. Okay, someone's saying, yay, adobo. I know. Everyone's favorite. Okay, so we're going to go ahead after these are brown or translucent. Add the remaining 1 tablespoon of oil and we don't need any more oil. And increase the heat to high just before adding the rice.
Well, with this one, maybe add the rice, then turn it up.
Yeah, and we had a lot of leftover rice in the fridge, so that was really not hard to find. So whenever you have leftover rice, it may not taste as fresh the next day, but it's great for fried rice. And I'm going to add that over here. Oh, I just don't want it to like burn while I'm opening up the rice container. So maybe you can stir this up a little, Pat, so it doesn't burn the bottom. We have this brand new wok. Okay, thank you. Grab the rice.
Okay, let us know if you guys think this is cheating for Jessica learning how to cook.
I know, extra set of hands, or I should say the only set of hands in the kitchen. Well, one of my friends, Ane, is offering to do a little cooking with me, but she's all the way in Canada. So we're thinking if she joins, she could join from Canada and we could do a split screen and we can compete with the same dish, or not necessarily compete, but just show each other's different techniques. And she has a lot more experience than me. So Ane, if you're still up for that, let me know in the comments. Let's do it together. It's just going to take some coordination. Here we go. Plop all that rice in there, cause some of it spilt, but Chili's there to eat it all up. And rice is okay for dogs. Okay, so let's see here. Add the remaining oil.
Okay, you need to hold the handle.
Let me increase the heat, it says.
Yep. Okay, increase the heat.
Ooh, okay, increase the heat, 250. I'm starting to get a good ab workout at this point, which is always good. Stir fry for 5 minutes, stirring constantly. Okay. And then I'm going to start getting the eggs out. Pour the eggs over the rice. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, let's clear it. Make some clearing. Here we go.
Kitchen management.
Got some brown eggs here. Okay, we're going to crack this out open. It says
maybe next time.
Eggs over rice.
Eggs first.
You're right. There you go. Because we're going to have to stir this vigorously once I crack these eggs. So, and then we're going to add the soy sauce, salt, and pepper. This is a lot easier for probably an experienced cook. Okay. It's about getting that cracked. Did I get it cracked? Okay.
Out of that bowl.
Yeah, let's use this bowl. So in case there is a shell, I can pull it out before putting it into the wok.
Can you turn it down?
Woo, turn it down. Okay, I just dropped the egg in there. Here we go. Come on, come out here beautifully. Okay, close enough.
One small bit of shell. That's okay.
Yeah, we'll remove that. I'm going to use the lid here. Put that there. It's a little shell. No, there's not a shell in there.
It's right under the yolk.
Right under the yolk.
Yeah,
okay.
keep going.
We'll pull that out here. Oh, now my toes are all eggy, so it's harder to crack. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, that is a lot better. Let's hope the third one is the best. Okay.
Find some rice there, Judy?
Ah, that was beautiful too. Okay, just
so
takes
there's a
practice.
Fork somewhere.
And I got a fish for a fork. Thank you, Pat, for having the fork on the table. Because for this situation, I need to fish out the shell, which was under the, that tiny shell right there. It seems.
Are we still on?
We're at 210. Want me to turn it up again?
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn it up to 250.
Yeah, I'm not getting any.
Okay, we're at 250. Where did that shell go?
It's okay.
It's disappeared. So it'll be a nice little surprise for
There you go.
whoever's eating my
Somebody
fried
have a little
rice.
crunch.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, pour the eggs over the rice and quickly stir fry for 3 minutes. So once we do that, we're going to stir it vigorously. We all have to start somewhere. So don't be afraid to try new things. It may stretch you, but it is a learning process. And it's always good in the end.
Go for it. All in there.
Okay. Here we go. Next is to add the soy sauce, salt, and pepper. Let's see here. Soy sauce. Where are you? There it is. And let's see how much soy sauce we're going to put into the measuring cup. I'm making quite a mess here.
Yeah, that's half the fun of cooking, right?
I know. Okay, soy sauce. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Tablespoon. This. Where did my tablespoon go? There it is. Okay, here we go. That was chewy underneath the table.
The aromas are moving around.
Okay.
Judy's like, where's my portion?
I hope I should have got some of that rice that fell off the island. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Oh dear, I just spilled it. I am making a mess with soy sauce today. Oh well, here we go. Here's the soy sauce. Should we add a little more, or are we good? Because I did spill some of it. So 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. Teaspoon of salt. There's the salt right here. I don't know if we have to use a little salt thing here, or just use what we have already. Yep, we have enough salt in here to just use this. I'm gonna guess on this again. Whoa, that was accident. That was. This is gonna be some salty fried rice.
We need to maybe do this recipe on practice weekend.
Well, you know what? It should be the easiest thing to cook, fried rice. I mean, it really doesn't take much. But again, I'm a beginner, and I somehow managed in life to get by without cooking very much, since I had wonderful people in my life, like my mom and my nanai, who would always cook. And then my husband was a fan of cooking, so I've been lucky in that sense. Okay, next is to add the soy sauce, salt, pepper. Okay, we gotta add the pepper. Can't forget the pepper. And I think that should be, how much pepper is there? It says here 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. And there's enough in here. This is definitely a 1/4. Okay, there's all the pepper. That's the thing with induction stovetop. The moment you remove the wok or whatever you're cooking with off the stovetop, it basically turns off or something. So that's great. Next is to stir for 3 minutes. Sorry, I kind of cook over medium heat to high heat for 5 minutes or until the rice becomes evenly brown, and then garnish with the crispy fried garlic or green onions if using, and serve hot. So that's what the crispy fried garlic is, and the green onions if you choose to garnish that. Okay. And make sure that when you are using the green onions, thinly sliced green parts only. Okay, so we don't have that.
It's right behind your right hip.
Oh, right.
Hiding way in the back.
Yes, okay. Let me go ahead and chop up some of that on my messy chopping board here.
I think
Maybe
you
a fresh,
have time to go back to stirring, you know.
Okay. So let me move everything out of
the way.
the
At the very end.
I know this is gonna be basically garnishing at the very end. So, but I need to prepare it though. So let me go ahead and get some of these and chop. I'm going to use a fresh chopping board because of the mess I made over here. Let's use the green chopping board.
Farther and farther away.
I know.
From the cooking elements.
I need to go ahead and garnish. Okay, thinly slice these, and then
maybe next time we'll put one of these over there. You work your way that way for the first dish, and then work your way back on the second.
That would be a good idea. Okay.
Until you sit on some soy sauce or something.
Oh no, I know. Here we go. Here's the knife. It's probably not the safest way to pick up a knife, but okay. I've had some practice. Okay, let's go ahead and thinly slice this. And we don't have any garlic, do we? I think the crispy, fresh fried garlic. So we'll just use the green onions. Okay. Sorry, the pepper shaker is out of the way. Move this out.
Okay.
Okay, now let me go ahead and start chopping away to put this garnish on top, but thinly sliced. So let me make sure this is as thin as I can chop it. We got some comments here. If you're not making a mess, then you're not cooking. So spill on. Thank you very much, 6'5" Chef. Oh my goodness, I wonder who that is. That's a chef. That's someone who I can learn from. So let me know your ideas. Any other? Okay. Someone's saying, I like your new kitchen. Thank you. It has been 2 months of cooking away from the kitchen to finally see this wonderful kitchen come together. Thanks to Dan Morris from Pinnacle Custom Remodeling. He worked for 2 months on finally getting this with new cabinets, new countertops, new floors. You saw the new little step stool, which is really nice to have because I love getting up on the island and I don't want to trip anyone. So having that little step stool disappear into the side of the island when I'm not using it is very convenient. Another little special touch to this kitchen is the wine/coffee bar. Now it's not 100% complete yet. We're waiting on the faucets. And once that's finished, I'm going to be showing you how it is that I make myself a nice cup of coffee in the morning and afternoon and make Pat a cup of tea in the evening with my nice coffee/wine bar, which has been lowered down to literally probably like 2 feet, less than 2 feet off the floor, which is awesome as a foot user, having that easy access to a nice little sink, a nice bar for coffee and for wine. Okay. I think this is looking pretty good. They're pretty thinly sliced. Do we have some comments? Any comments from anyone?
Can you see that one?
Oh, from India. I see that one. Okay. I don't see the other one that you're pointing out here. Someone from India. Hello, Krishna from India. I don't see it. No. I like your new. Oh, yeah. That was the same comment. I like your new kitchen. We have another comment. Can you just read it to me?
Yeah, we have to get you a bigger monitor.
Yeah, the monitor I'm looking at is small so that I can kind of engage with all you, but we're going to work on getting a better one.
Somebody on YouTube by the name of Shoot the Guns of History said, shouldn't you be flying the air coop? No fair having Patrick helping.
I know, but I am a beginner and having an extra set of hands, the only set of hands in the kitchen. He is, but the air coop, yes. Update on the air coop. The air coop airplane. The only airplane without rudder pedals, a 1946. 415C, beautiful air coop is sitting in the shop, about ready to come home and to be flown home. I'm excited. It's been about 8 months. There was some work that needed to be done. I shared with all of you about the Flight of Hope, where we flew the air coop all the way down to Frederick, Maryland. I flew the senator, who's retired now, Senator Tom Harkin, who was the senator who introduced the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990 to the Senate. And I wanted to thank him because we were celebrating 30 years of the Americans with Disabilities Act. So we went flying. I flew him. He's also a pilot. And now he wants an air coop. So
there's a link on screen if you want to.
There's a link.
Yep.
There's a link to
jessicacox.com/flight-of-hope.
Oh, yes. If you want to see that flight with Senator Harkin, check it out. There's a link on the screen. I know the pilots are going to be critiquing me on my skills, which is always good because there's so much to learn. I'm always willing to grow as a pilot to be a safer pilot. You never stop learning to be a safe pilot, and it's just always important to keep honing your skill, never to be satisfied with your skills, just always willing to learn. There's always something to learn in flying. And then there was an incident last spring where I actually was in a near miss. That's for all of the non-pilots watching. Near miss is basically when it's you come really close to a potential collision, and that was scary in the pattern when that happened. There's another video of that somewhere, but it's a long one. So it's a little anticlimactic because you can't really quite see the airplane in that video, though we did have GoPros rigged up on the wings of the airplane. Okay, sorry, those were not GoPros. What were they?
They were drift cameras.
Drift cameras rigged up on the airplane as we caught that in action. But again, the airplane was so small in the distance, you couldn't quite see how it really was about 100 feet away. Anyway, I am doing this very slowly, but I'm having a fun time chopping this up. I think that's the last step, and we have how many more minutes on the Instapot? It says on, but there is no timer
Still
on it.
pressurizing.
It's pressurizing. So one of the warnings Patrick told me when before filming this is to make sure that I press the right button for decompressing the Instapot, because I don't want to burn my toes. Because there's a little spout there to let all the steam out, and it looks just like a button. But I'll make sure that I don't do that here in front of everyone. Any other comments? Any comments? Any suggestions for the next dish? Crock pot dish, or suggestions for a great pasta dish? I'm a big pasta fan, so any of you have any ideas for a pasta dish? It's pretty easy to do. It's not too involved. It's good for a beginner like myself, and for all the other beginners out there who may be watching. Again, if I can do this, you can do it too. It's my New Year's resolution for 2021 to cook more, prep more with my feet, and do a lot more of stuff in the kitchen. And to start the year, we went ahead and renovated everything to make it more accessible for myself and for Patrick. So we had to figure out a way to meet both of our needs, with him being taller and me needing things lower. So we actually only we created the coffee/wine bar. We put that a little bit lower so that I could reach that one, but the island is higher. So we have this disappearing step stool so I can get on the island. And everything else has been elevated in the kitchen to make it easier for Patrick, so he doesn't hurt his back when he's here in the kitchen working away. We have stainless steel, fingerprintless appliances, which is always a plus, even though it is fingerprintless and doesn't apply to me, but that's good to have for when you have guests or anyone, kids especially. Thanks to, of course, Corazon Cabinets for the beautiful cabinets, and Benjamin's Plumbing. Okay, I think that's close enough. I've been chopping at this for a long time, trying to make them very thinly sliced, and it looks like I'm not getting very far, but it's just this knife. It's just not that sharp. I need to get a sharper knife.
Okay.
So maybe an ulu knife. Like I told you earlier, my friend George has a video on his Facebook. He was born without arms, using an ulu knife to chop things up. So that's ready there. And how many more minutes? We're down to 15 minutes on the Instapot. That's going to be delicious when it's finished. But we're going to have to cut that short for all of you watching, unless you have any other questions, any comments. We have some rice here. You want me to scoop you some rice? Okay. Yeah.
Well, we can show that part off at least.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, my toes are so sticky now. Oh, I cannot stand that. But I will slip over there to wash my feet in the sink here eventually. I know some islands have the advantage of a nice little sink, but
I've got the second camera if you want to show them how you use the sink.
Oh, well, maybe I can show you all how I use the step stool, because that was a very neat little thing. Okay, so let me scoop the rice later, and then let me show you all how I use this nice step stool. As you can see here, this is actually a two-sided step stool. It starts off here, but if you say you have the dishwasher open and you don't want to block access, you can go ahead and shift this over to the other side. Here's the thing. I haven't pulled it from this side. But it basically goes down like this as well. So I'm not going to do that because that's going to hit the wire of the Alexa. So I'm going to pull it down here on my side. Something's getting, oh, there it goes. It gets stuck a little once in a while. But I can slip down here and jump up here with all the higher countertops. I now have a higher bar stool. Which camera am I looking at? This one. Okay, great. And getting up here, motion censored faucet. Oh, that feels great. Okay.
So Kathy says instant pot shrimp primavera is super easy.
Oh, thank you. That is what will be next week's dish. I love shrimp and I love primavera, so we're going to look that up. Where can we find that, Kathy? Is it in a cookbook somewhere, or maybe you can message me the recipe for that? I'd be happy to connect with you offline so we can somehow get some pointers from you on cooking that or how easy that is. Okay, make you feel so much better. One of the things with the dishwasher is I had to find one that has this little bar, because other dishwashers kind of have a grip handle right here tucked into the dishwasher itself, but that's harder for me. So having this bar allows me to just pull it out and makes it so much easier to hang towels on as well. So that was one of the things I was looking for when we went appliance shopping, and it's great to have for a foot user or anyone else who needs extra grip on pulling the dishwasher out. So I'm going to hop back up on the island. And we are down to just a few minutes left. We're almost at the top of the hour here, so let me go ahead and dish up some of the rice, add the scallions, and we'll wait on that Instapot to finish off the chicken adobo.
The Instapot's probably going to, it took a little longer than expected to warm up.
Yeah, well, it says 12 minutes, so I'll go ahead and just show all of you, since we are almost finished with the hour, how the fried rice with egg looks with the nice little garnished pieces of the onion here, the garnish. Okay, here we go. We'll add a little sprinkle of that. Maybe a little bit more. And Patrick, enjoy the salty fried rice. Hope you all can make your fried rice less salty than mine. But anyway, enjoy, and enjoy the chicken adobo too.
Well, so tell them how they finish that. So if they're watching, how does the Instapot finish?
Oh, the Instapot has this nice little chime indicating it's finished. And then I go over here to that button and what do you mean?
Read.
Oh, read. Okay, read. Read from the recipe.
Straightforward.
Okay, it's not straightforward at all. It says ladle some of the sauce over the chicken and serve with rice. Oh, but before that, when the cooking program ends, let the pressure release naturally for 10 minutes. Then move the pressure release to venting to release any remaining steam. Open the pot, then remove and discard the bay leaves. Using tongs, transfer the chicken to a serving dish. Tongs are a little more difficult for me to use, but I'm going to use something else like a fork. But anyway, that's how you finish it off. Add that to your fried rice with egg dish, and I hope you can enjoy some Filipino cuisine. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoy the new kitchen. Thanks for joining, and good luck with the cooking. Again, if I can do it, you can do it too.
Oh, one last plug. Thank you.
Thank you. Where's the plug?
Patrick doing great with multiple camera angles. Jessica is always amazing.
Oh, thanks. I know I wouldn't be able to do all this without Patrick's angles and his focus on the camera equipment. So he's behind the scenes, but he gets a lot of credit. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.